Okay, now let's look at how to generate the residual plot. So here we have a residual plot for trained data set for a histogram. This is for validate. And then we have box plot for residuals. Okay, trained data set and validate data set. Right. So first let's build the data. Okay, so we need residual for train. So residual.tr. Now for train, the residual is already available in the reg list. So we can just simply say reg, and then we have residuals. So that's it. Okay. Now we need this to be a data frame. So we're going to use this in ggplot to plot the histogram and box plot. And ggplot requires the data to be a data frame. So let's convert this into a data frame. Okay. And then we need residuals for validate. And again, this needs to be a data frame. So let's go ahead and do a data frame. And here we have to compute the residuals ourselves. So y minus y hat. So y is valid dot df price. So that's our y value, and y hat we computed right here, predicted pred.vl. So we do pred.vl. Okay, so that's gonna, okay, so here I have two parentheses again. I don't need two, I need only one. Okay. So now we'll run this. So now we have two residuals, right? So now we are ready to plot. Okay. So we have ggplot. Okay. Data equal to, right, residual tr, mapping equal to AES, right. Now for histogram we need to give only x. X is the residual tr. Okay. Okay, so what is the name of the column? So let's go ahead and look at that. So reg.residuals. Okay, so here also same thing. Residual VL. Alright, looks like the names are not very good. Okay, we can in here we can give the name res.tr equal to, so that way we can name the column when we create the data frame. So let's do it in that way. Okay, res.vl equal to Okay, so now we have res.vl and res.tr. Okay, so now we'll do ggplot. Okay, so AES X is res.tr, right? Then we want a histogram. The histogram geom is stat underscore bin. Okay, well, not state, stat. Stat bin. AES. This is for AES. This is for gplot and stat bin. Let's run it. Okay, so we have the histogram. Now, if you want to give a bin size, we can give a bin size. Bins equal to say 50. Okay, so here the residuals are in thousands, so let's see whether that gives us. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so now we do the same thing for validate. So we have residuals VL and res VL. Okay, so now that one is that. So we have the two. This is for training. This is for validate. So we can give a residuals for train. Right? Residuals for train. Okay, and we'll so validate. Okay, so let's run that. All right. Now we want to put these two together side by side. So I'm going to try to do this together. So let's see. We already have grid extra, right? So we need to do grid dot arrange, right? Grid dot arrange, then the first one, and then you have to put a comma here for the second one. Okay, and then another comma, and then we have to specify how many. Okay, we want n row equal to 1. You run that, then you get them side by side. Right. All right, so let's say we want now for box plot. So we'll do this. We'll first set up the box plot, and well, let's do this. Grid dot arrange, right? So now we want ggplot. Okay, data equal to residual tr. Okay, comma mapping equal to AES. Here we need to give only the y-axis. So y-axis is res.tr, right? Residual tr. Okay, and then we have to say that what kind of geom we want. We want geom box plot. Okay, now to test whether this works, okay, let's just highlight that portion only. We don't want to run grid arrange because grid arrange needs n row. If you run the whole thing, it will give us an error. But we want to just test this code, so highlight that and then see whether that works. So it works. Okay, so now I'm going to copy that, then have a comma, the next one. Okay, so next one will be residual VL for validate, and VL for validate. So here again we can add title. Okay, there, and I missed the. Okay, so all right, comma, and then our n row. N row equal to 1, and so there is our ending parenthesis. So run that. So we have two box plots, one for train and one for validate, side by side.